Welcome in, everybody, to the stunning and beautiful shores of Cloverdale for this episode of Anno 1800. We are taking a look here at our docklands. They're gorgeous. Oh my goodness. There's some people in little boats kind of just motoring around. How fun is that? If we take a look over here, we have our engineer residence just kind of popping up in the skyline. And that is what is on the docket today. Unlocking engineers in Anno 1800 is my favorite population tier to unlock. Yes, there's more to do after engineers, but engineers really kind of are the main unlock in the game that completely changes how we can play it. Obviously, the focus is getting more engineer residents. I imagine this whole kind of front block of the island will soon be packed with engineer residents, and we have to do all the work to get there. We got to get more farmers down. We got to upgrade them to workers. We got to get some more artisans. We got to build some more goddamn canned food production chains, which is a little bit annoying, but it's all in pursuit of electricity. And once we get electricity, yeah, you can settle wherever that is. I don't know. I'll come and kill you later if I need that island. Anyways, you can get electricity, and electricity completely changes the way you play Anno 1800 and the way you set up your islands. And so we're kind of heading straight for that as soon as possible. Now, another thing we can start to think about, I'm going to fill in this island with farmers here. I still want this whole area to kind of be full of farmers, but we can start using commuter piers. Where are they? They're a bit expensive. Their maintenance costs are 1,000 per minute per pier, so we don't even have enough surplus income to make that happen right now. But commuter piers means you can share your workforce between an island. So anyone that works on this island could also work on this island, for instance, right? And we have 311 farmers here, so it might be interesting to set up a commuter pier and actually not build any more farmers on Cloverdale, have our farmers on another island, and then just have them work in Cloverdale. It's kind of a thing we'll end up having to do anyway, just because of space, but it's something to look towards in the future. In any case, we will keep the farmer expansion going. We can have tons of these. It's really easy to set up these production chains, so having a healthy number of farmers should not be a problem for us. How many fisheries can you fit on a coastline is one of the questions we're trying to answer here, but that's all good. We'll get another fishery. This whole coastline is going to have to be redesigned at some point, but for now, just look at all these boats going out, trawling, getting the fish, feeding the people. Hell yeah, brother. I think it's finally time to do a little bit of a redesign of this area since we had to put down more framework knitters anyway. So one of the things I'm thinking about is our electricity now. So electricity works on railroad tracks. So we're going to pick up the oil here, and we need to take it to an oil harbor. So either on this beach here, or this beach over here, we're going to have to set up an oil harbor. The logical thing to do is to have your oil harbor kind of right tucked in here. I wonder if I can even blueprint it now. I can blueprint it now, so I'll blueprint it down there. That seems like the logical place to have your oil come here to the harbor here, right? So we can come down the coast. So we'll have to cut all of this out, no problem. And then we'll need to go from the harbor to a electric power plant. Now, this power plant provides electricity. It takes the oil from here to the harbor to the power plant, which is no problem. Once it provides electricity for your engineer residences, eventually the engineers need electricity to be able to kind of continue and to give you money and to fill the residents out and to upgrade to investors. So we'll need a population center near our electricity for our engineers, but also any production building. So whether it's this soap factory or whether it's this furnace, any production building works twice as fast, has 200% production if it's near the electricity. So we want to put it in a place where we can get some production buildings around it, because then we can kind of cut all of this in half. Eventually, I'll have to do like a little time lapse of me kind of reworking this entire area. But for now, I'm just going to take all of our framework knitters and move them up to this warehouse here. This is the obvious place. So that's the wool. I guess it's all the same in the end. Oh, that is a framework knitters. Anyway, this is the obvious place, because if we have to have our power plant in this area to get it down to the engineers, right, this area kind of to the north of the power plant might be the best spot for the production buildings. One of the best parts about Anno is just how many times your island has to change to fit in the new needs of your people and the things that you have to accomplish. I don't even think this one warehouse is gonna do it, to be honest. Well, I'll upgrade this warehouse just to give it a couple of extra ramps, but that's still pretty rough. Anyways, let's add one more framework knitters here. This is all just very temporary for now until we get electricity up and running, but we'll see if that covered everything. Yeah, I just need one more sheep farm to make it happen, so we will absolutely do that. Can I? Oh, that's the framework knitters. I don't want that. Oh my god. Framework knitters, what are you doing, you sneaky, sneaky bugger? You're going over here. All right, that's sorted. We have tons of farmers, so now we just do a kind of bigger upgrade into workers. We set up a lot of farming houses over there. That's awesome. We're going to get quite a few worker houses over here. And there we go. That's perfect. Now, a lot of these workers are going to become artisans and artisans to engineers. And then I think we'll kind of work backwards on the production chains. Let's get some more artisans in the house. Oh, I'm terrified that I'll have to build more canned food. Holy smokes. There we go. That feels like a reasonable start on more artisans. And then we can finish this block of engineers. That would make me quite happy. Why are they all weird skinned? Why is it not the same skin? I don't even have any skin downloads. What is happening here? Okay, well, I'm out of bricks, which explains why I can't upgrade any more houses. It doesn't explain why these are all different colors, though. If I just reskin it all blue... Bro, it's not going to the right skin color. Now, you will. What about you, though? Why are you facing that way? What on earth is going on here? Oh, this is going to annoy the hell out of me. Oh my god, if I paint all the skins, they don't all go to the... Oh, Jesus. I guess they are all going to the same one, but it's not... There we go. Holy... So we're going to have to do that manually? Oh my goodness. Anyways, thank goodness. Alright, we're out of bricks again, but we have some more engineer houses that are not the right color. Jesus Christ. I genuinely have no idea what's happening here. Like, what's wrong with them? Why aren't they just fitting in normally? Holy smokes. Okay, well, we're going to have to do some work here. Anyways, we now need more of, not fur coats, which is really nice, but tons of bread, tons of beer, so we're going to have to increase those production chains. Not inherently a problem, just a little bit annoying. And I'm actually going to produce the goods. I could just turn this all up by 10%, but I think I'd rather just produce them and then have a surplus of goods I can sell. We're also short on bricks, so let me send the homies over here. We're going to go to High Clarence Hall and buy 150 bricks from our homie Archibald. We're still producing way more than enough rum in Manola to cover all this, which is awesome. I also want to make sure we're getting the Docklands over here going. Do we have any rum going through? No, we don't. Oh, I can import sausages over here. I don't actually need them over here, but importing sausages over here is maybe a pretty clever way of starting to chip away at the canned food. Oh, import sewing machines. Oh no, current leading items. So this is just selling stuff. So really... The sausages just unlock some of these imports here, which is fine. This will all be pretty easy to unlock, some of the iron and coal and everything. All right, that's fine. While we're waiting for those bricks, though, I really did want to set up a coffee chain. We need it for our Obreras, which is awesome. It's also the best Docklands kind of export down in the New World, in my estimation. It's also needed for our engineers as well, so we're gonna have to get going. The coffee roasters themselves take 150 Obreros, so they are crazy. But we can work backwards, so we know we're going to need 2 of these. They're not anything to do with the hacienda, so getting them out of the way of the hacienda is smart, just to not take up any more range. And then 2 of those needs 4 coffee farms, and those are within the hacienda range. We can kind of just put them in. I guess this is going to grow out here. This might grow out here, too. You know what, though? I quite like the look of the farms kind of being near the people. Hey, we have a fertilizer silo. I still don't exactly know how that works, but we'll figure that out later. Yeah. Oh, we're going to need to get caoutchouc soon. Once we have coffee up and running, we will import hot sauce as well. Making hot sauce is a real pain in the ass. The production chain is just really wonky. But getting kind of a hot sauce in via the Docklands is pretty smart. But that's our coffee chain. So that's going to be a good amount of coffee to start. Now we just need the building materials for more export slots, which is totally fine. But we'll get there eventually. My people are rioting. What are they mad about? Oh, the pig farmers are mad? Oh, my goodness. All right, well, they're being dumb. They're being dumb. I guess we got to chuck down a police station, lay down the law a little bit. What the heck, man? Training jolly police officers, man. Yeah, that's how it normally goes. All right, well, let's buy these bricks. $7,500 for that many bricks is not a bad deal at all, so we'll just do that. We have $100,000. Any items worth having? Not really. Not particularly, so that's okay. Do I want to buy some steel? I might as well buy 50 steel just to have it. We can send it to Manola if we don't need it here. That's all. We need tons of steel as well for the railroad tracks, so maybe that'll be the play. We have 1,100 artisans. Jesus Christ. So the next thing we know we need to do is get more canned food, and I just want to get this out of the way because it's just going to make me angry. So it seems like 1 cannery equals 2 artisans. If I am going to just artificially inflate anything, it would be this. If I just artificially inflate the cannery. Oh, but then we need the goulash. Oh my god. Okay, if I artificially inflate the cannery and the goulash, how does that work? That does give us enough, but still barely, hey? I mean, it's still worth it. That's fine. Yeah, so that's giving us enough as well. So now we just need to find the red peppers and the beef and make sure we're bringing those in. Pepperville, we have 300 farmers, so I can kind of just duplicate this. That's not a problem. Hey, we overcame the strike in Cloverdale. Thank you, jolly police officers. We also have the beef over here. Now, do we have wheat? We don't have wheat on this island. Now, we can just bring over wheat on that boat and just create silos, but it takes a lot of bricks. It takes a lot of bricks, and we don't have a lot of bricks at the moment, so we're just going to have to put down some more farms. You know what? The farms are sexy. Look at that. Look at those. Look at the income we got, 4,600. So even still kind of having to make these production chains, that's not too bad. Honestly, can I just send a boat over here? I want to send a boat over here to permanently wait for Chef Michelle. Chef Michelle is an item that allows you to like pretty much bypass the maybe not an abate ship, an abate ship, whatever. Yeah, maybe send one of these and see if we can just like accidentally stumble into Chef Michelle. We also always want to go in and make sure that our routes are still bringing in enough. I still think 100 tomatoes is going to be fine. Yeah. And so wait, what are you going to Chateau? Oh, you're picking up the furs. Yeah. So 100 is still going to cover this. Every time it goes around, it'll still be under 100. But sometimes what you'll do is you'll make more peppers on Pepperville, but you won't actually bring more in on the ship. So you're just kind of not doing the trade route correctly. So it's always good to check in on those things. All right, bread and beer are next. So we're going to set up those right now. Easy peasy. So we got the flour mills going. Let's get the bread going. These warehouses are going to need to go crazy over here. I actually don't think we need that one. I think we need 3 flour mills for 6 bakeries. That's correct. We've already got 4 breweries going. Wow. All right. Well, let's get one more malt house. Does that equal 2 more breweries? I'm not even sure. All right. Once we get electricity, I'm going to build a brewery district with the breweries and the schnapps and all of the alcohol together because I think that'd be kind of thematic. But for now, I think you just take these 2, plop them. Yeah, plop them where you can fit them. That's 2 more breweries over here. Hell yeah, brother. I mean, we're going to need another warehouse going too, hey? Just the sheer number of warehouses we need is insane. Okay, we're bringing in all our wheat from Crown Falls, so let's get that sorted because we're going to need quite a bit more wheat now. Oh, we're already bringing in literally all the wheat we can possibly fit on Grainy. Okay, cool. No worries. That's funny. Okay, we still need to go in and actually build the farms, but no worries. We can do that. Let's get 5 more maybe. Look at that. What a weird use for Crown Falls is just all of this grain. We can move the hops here too. It does have hops fertility, so that might be something we want to take a look at. We could build a boat called Hoppy and then get all the hops over here. They're saying you need 6 more of these, hey? I don't know if I have the room for that, dog. Will they fit here? 3 of them will fit there. 2 more of them will fit there. 1 of them will fit here, but we just need to extend it a little bit. No worries. Okay, well, that's something. We got to work on getting fertilizer. I don't know how to do that, but once we get fertilizer, this is going to get a lot better. Yeah, we're producing more than enough wheat now everywhere, more than enough hops everywhere, so that's good. We got everything we need. A bit of a surplus in some areas, but that's all good. Once we're in a stable spot, I always like to fast forward the game a little bit just because it helps with the building materials and everything. It doesn't mean the AI also gets more far ahead more quickly, but that's a price I'm willing to pay. All right, I'm missing the windows for the upgrade cost, but I swear they're just right here. Yeah, there we go. So now we have more storage on Crown Falls, which is great. Or, yeah, Crown Falls. And then we're going to send you back because I want to bring more building supplies down here. Yeah, you can take this one, dog. I don't want you to, but I mean, we're playing by the rules here. That's so many resources, too. 22 oil, Jesus Christ. What do we got? 9 oil, 21 oil, 18 oil. That's going to be enough oil for a while. I thought for a second this was Chef Michelle. I was going to poop my pants. So getting extra tallow from a slaughterhouse is not bad, but it's not exactly what we're looking for here. Residences with the variety. Oh, here we go. The actor. Bro. Oh, we don't have enough money. I need 5,000 gold before this goes. How am I going to get 5,000 gold? Okay, we need to really quickly send some soap. Come on, be quick. Because the actor reduces the canned food needs. Come on. Please make it. Oh, I only have 30 soap here. Uh-oh. All right, we'll literally take anything you can sell them. So anything in surplus, we're selling them whatever we got. I'll even sell you this pastry chef. All right, we're going. Come on, get over here. I really need the actor. Oh, we have enough now. We have enough. No. What's happening? Oh, here we go. Boom. Oh, we got it. Okay, actor. Residences with the variety theater need fulfilled. So we have residences with that need. Are provided with rum and canned food. That is a huge boost to us because then we don't need to bring in as much rum or even give those people canned food. So that's fine. Yeah, we'll trade. Yeah, just trade all the stuff I brought. Yeah. All right, well, now we have 29,000 gold back. So that wasn't quite... Let's move you to the blimp. That wasn't quite what I was looking for, but it worked out either way. So is there a town hall here? So the next thing I want to do is maximize who has this variety theater need by improving to brick roads. Now, the reason why we're not doing this is just because we don't have enough bricks. Obviously, I'd prefer everything to be a brick road. And the brick road extends the range of the variety theater, which therefore means more houses can have the variety theater need with only one variety theater. I think it's going to collect most of who we need it to collect, so that's good. But do I even have a town hall here? I don't, but none of these people need a pub or a marketplace now. So I think actually I can move our pub and our marketplace over here. Yep, they don't seem to care at all. No pub, no problem. All right, that's fair. This area was quite nice. Our first ever pub district being torn down for scraps. So I gotta move these houses over one. You want to make sure your town hall is central. We want to get maximum usage out of this. All right, town. I think that's as many artisan houses as we're gonna collect. So this is a great spot for a town hall. Perfect. We can even move some of these artisan houses in here, maybe. Cool. No problem. All right. Now we got to move these ones out of range. Inside the range of the town hall. I think this is mostly good enough, though. I don't hate this. Anyways, let's go in here. Let's check out our canned food needs. All right, this is what it looks like right now with our canned food and how much we need. And then if we add in the actor, he's going to give happiness to all these residents, but they're going to supply rum and canned food. There we go. So all those highlighted houses are now being supplied rum and canned food if they have the variety theater need, which they should. Yeah, and now we need almost zero canned food. Now we're way overproducing canned food, and we hardly need any rum at all, and we're bringing in a ton. So that's perfect. Hell yeah, look at that. So I suppose the next thing to do with our gaggle of engineers, I'll actually upgrade a couple more to engineers. I think that's fine. What is Okay, you know what? We're just going to have to do with weirdly looking engineers for now. I'll fix it all in post. So I'm going to buy us some concrete to get started, just so we have 150 concrete to work with. But for now, we can get our spectacles going. Do we have... Oh, we don't even have what we need for spectacles. Okay, we can't get that going yet because we need... What is it? Zinc and iron? Zinc and copper. We do have what we need, though, to get electricity going. Oh, we have a city festival in Crown Falls. So what is my total engineer needs for electricity? Assuming I buy the concrete... No engineers for the harbor, workers for the refinery. So my total amount of engineers is just in the power plant. 6, so we can get electricity going right now. All right, so we're going to need a bit more steel to make that happen. Although not a ton because we're kind of insulating this pretty close together. Oh, it's our homie over here. He doesn't sell concrete. He sells the cement to make it. Okay. I guess he also sells the copper and zinc we need. So Tatiana, the taste tester, we can't afford her. She affects... artisanal kitchens, which is interesting. I'm really kind of looking for Chef Michelle. Okay, so we're going to need to move our farms completely out of the way. So I'm going to move the farms, and I'll be right back. All right, so mission sort of accomplished. We've cleared this area now, which is only part 1 of the problem. So we're going to have to get the oil from here to the harbor, and I think that has now been mostly solved. We got to move a little bit of stuff out of the way here, but we'll get this oil down to the harbor, and then we'll go through moving all this stuff so we can get the harbor over, to the power plant, which will be up here. That's a ton of schnapps distilleries. Now we're just going to kind of move them back into this area later, but for now I'll just kind of move them over here just so we're out of the way while we do this. All right, so that's done now. We got our schnapps. We got our schnapps kind of up here, just hanging out. So next thing we got to do is get the oil set up. This is where you need a ton of steel beams, so hopefully we have enough. I just found an item over here. Hopefully it's still here. That in the cement factory, I'm just going to buy it because I want it. In the cement factory, you input clay instead of cement, so that bypasses the need for those 2 mines that we don't have. And instead we can just use the clay that we definitely do have access to. I mean, I don't mind that at all. What a win for VanBradley. Okay, well, evidently the pig farmers are rioting again. Can I get a second police station? I don't even know where I moved the first one. How many police stations does a person need? This is a happy town. Cloverdale is a happy, curious city. Why are we rioting? I'm actively trying to provide the people with electricity. Now, we might have a problem. So 4 oil springs is enough to run exactly, and it's if you do a good job with the tracks, 1 oil power plant and 1 fuel station, I believe. So getting 4 within the radius is pretty critical. I guess you just have to build a second refinery to just get the missing one, but that just is a little annoying. But this seems like it's going to hit all of them. Now, which way do I want it to face? I guess that part doesn't matter. Now we got to take the oil wells. Too far away. Okay, no stress. Does here get them all? Hey, so you can't get 4. Obviously, the 5th one is left out, but no problem. A diving bell quest for 27 grand would be amazing. Let's try it. We haven't used the diving bell yet, so that might be fun. Have we even touched our scavenger yet? Or a salvager? No, we haven't. Reach the diving spot using an echolocator. Well, my man, we don't have an echolocator. Do you even sell an how do I get an echolocator? Well, this quest might be done and dusted pretty quick. I haven't acquired an echolocator yet. I mean, I know we can build one, so there is that. Like, you can come in here and transmute yourself an echo sounder. 5 iron bars and 5 quartz sand. I mean, that's not too difficult. Well, you know what? Let's give it a go. 5 iron bars, 5 quartz sand. I don't even have the quartz sand. Oh my goodness. I thought for sure we'd have the quartz sand, but it seems like let's just bump this up for now. 50% extra on the quartz sand. Get that echolocator. Let's see if we can do this all within half an hour. Oh, I need concrete to make the oil refinery. No worries, because we're getting our item here. We are now getting our cementer, so that's good. Now, we are going to have to increase our clay production to have some clay to put in the new concrete factories. We also have a slight surplus of iron bars, but it's not crazy, so we're going to have to fandangle this here. So we can get a concrete factory. It's improved by electricity, so that'll be happening pretty soon. So we need to get this in a range of a trade union. Do we have a trade union down here working on any of this stuff? I don't think we do. All right, let's get our concrete factory over here for now. We'll just put one down, no problem. Let's get our trade union here so we can use items with it. Instead of cement, the building process is clay. So now if we come here, it's going to take clay and iron. We're now a little bit short on iron, but that's not a huge problem because we are collecting a ton of iron from around. Yeah, so we have way more than enough iron and coal being collected to make more iron. And we need more iron for sewing machines anyway and for a lot of other production chains, so that's not a problem at all. Now, I have no problem building another furnace. We'll just build it up here for now. And that is using some of our clay. It's actually using just enough clay that I can build a second concrete factory and feel pretty darn good about it. What a clutch green item. Normally the green items are kind of bad, but we are now just going to be getting a good amount of concrete coming in. How do I still have 0 extra quartz sand available? Like, what are we doing? Are you working at Mach speed or not? Like, let's get things going here. I need 5 of them real fast. This is genuinely taking 100 years. I'm going to put another quartz sand mine down just to get this 5 really quick. In any case, I do want an echo sounder, and I should probably find out, actually, what does this slightly better echo sounder cost me? It probably needs scrap, and scrap you can only find with kind of the bad echo sounder, I think. Oh, so it doesn't actually take much. Let's bring 10 iron bars and 15 quartz sand with us, because upgrading from this little echo sounder to this one is not that much harder. What is an enigma quest? Select the building corresponding to the enigma. What makes a ship go fast when it's full? What makes a ship go fast? I would have said like wind. Sails? Is it sails? You want me to click the sail maker? Yeah, there we go, smarty pants. Attack range in a boat. All right. Well, I mean, it's not the item I wanted, but it's the item we got. All right. While we're waiting for all that to come in, let's come and hang out here in Manola and see if we can get anything else going. We can build another exports office so we can get our coffee out of here as well as our rum, which is awesome for us. Can I build a depot as well? I'd love a little depot. Just add that extra 50 storage. That always feels really good. I can't. I don't have the steel. My goodness. It's okay, though. We are collecting the coffee at a rapid pace. Do I just bring the sausages in until we get to the canned food? I don't really see why not. Let's just do that. Let's get 40 in there. 246 sausages. Well, that'll get that going quick. Oh, ship's under attack. Ship's under attack. That's bad. He's hitting the cannons, though. That's right. Take that. Anyways, let's come into our diplomacy. I didn't realize this was running out. Give me a good deal. 15 grand. I can pay that. Oh, barely. Barely, but we're good now. Ceasefire's good. Yeah, we're producing a ton of extra coffee right now. We can even go a little bit higher than 40. We'll go 45. You just want to start ticking these up. You got to get rid of 1,000 of something for it to upgrade. And then it upgrading gets you a better exchange rate. It gives you more Docklands modules. Obviously, you know, we'll have a bunch of sausages unlocked, which is awesome. So we'll just do that. There's finally an amount of quartz sand here, which is great. So we're just going to take this with us to Cape Trelawney. We're going to go buy the echo sounder, and then we'll come back and get the rest of what we need for the nicer echo sounder. I feel pretty good about upgrading some of our farmers here to workers. Let's see if we can get some more brick roads going as well. Sometimes the reason you can't upgrade is they're out of range of like, yeah, marketplace, which now they hit because the brick roads got upgraded. So that makes a little more sense. And we can upgrade these ones into more workers. Let's do cheeky little upgrades. We're here, we're upgrading these ones into artisans. These ones into engineers. And then we should be able to add a few more farmers, all without a vast, crazy change to our production chains. So that should be good. The next thing we can sort out while we're waiting is actually moving these houses around so we can make sure we get to the power plant properly. So all of this is going to move. So I'm not actually worried about that because this is kind of going to go here. This will move somewhere else. But these houses have to move next is what I'm saying. It's possible we even keep like part of this as our production area, but that's fine. So these farmers, pretty easy to move them. We'll just move them up to where the farmers now go. This is a pretty fun little farming village here. I'm not going to lie. This is cute. This is interesting. There we go. It's a bit weird to just be like Toy Story Claude out of place, but I guess, you know, something's got to give. All right, so I think this is getting pretty okay here. Oh, we can only move one of the houses over there. Oh my goodness. Well, I think that's mostly everything moved now. Just one. I guess these workers got to go at some point. It'll be easier to move them and create like a little worker neighborhood. Oh god, you're way out of the way, hey? Yeah, whatever. Once all this stuff is moved, we'll kind of sprawl out in this direction. Do we have enough warehouses here? We put down a ton of warehouses. I think we might have put down too many warehouses, everybody. Okay, the concrete's coming in, which is nice, so we can kind of stop waiting for that now. That is on the way in. Hey, we made it. So I can now transmute an echo sounder. So we have our steel and our quartz sand, and that's going to make one of these bad boys. Perfect. Then I'm going to take that echo sounder and plop you on our salvager. You're too far away. I mean, you do have to drop it through the roof, but, you know, fair. All right, there we go. Now you're going to head back to Cloverdale to pick up the rest of the quartz, sand, and iron for the nicer salvager, the nicer echo sounder. Reach the diving spot. I just don't know where that is. Yeah, I know how to use the echo sounder. So you click it, and then as you get near, as you get near to diving spots, you can dive. So we're looking for the gold one, actually, so this might be okay. I don't normally love the echo sounding missions, but one of the cool things about them is actually one of the items you can transmute called like the super virgin. I mean, there's a lot of good items you can transmute here. There's one here. It is the extra virgin oily sucker that for 4 hours adds 4 times the amount of oil in your production. So you could just on Cloverdale for 4 hours at a time have, you know, 4 power plants and 4 tractor barns or whatever. I hear it, but I don't see it. Where'd we go? Oh, I went too far. I was right here. Perfect. So I guess the nicer echo sounders just increase the range a little bit. Anyways, we've discovered the diving spot, so we're going to dive here. Takes 10 seconds. We're looking for scrap. You kind of use scrap along with... There we go. You use scrap along with your own items that you're making to create these new items. So diving for scrap can be quite helpful. If we make this in time, 27 grand's not bad. That's like half of our income. I'm just going to come here and make sure we're selling excess stuff. We don't need a giant excess of things, you know what I mean? So if we're above 250 sales, like let's get rid of some. I am ready to hand in my quest. Let's go take a look. There we go. Boom! Is it 27 grand? We got it! That was a lot of money. Hell yeah. So now let's go back, though, because I'm going to return with what I need to build a nicer echo sounder. I think we need some scrap for that one, don't we? Yeah, we need 15 regular scrap. All right, well, I guess we got to look for scrap. That's going to take forever with this shitty sounder. Because the range on this is going to be so low. Oh, my God. Yeah, it's rough out there with this sounder. I'm not finding anything. Let's reactivate. Oh, here we go. I hear something. Where is it? Oh, it's coming from this way. Oh, here we go. We're locked in, everybody. Oh, it's right here. Or it's one of these areas. Oh, there it is. Found it. You can see the birds flying around. Cool, 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 cool. All right, give me 15 shitty scrap. That's all I want. Come on. Okay, 10 scrap. That's not bad. Oh, we found another one. Okay. I mean, you can see how this is kind of distracting from other more important things going on, but, you know, it's okay. All right, we found another diving bell spot. Give me 5 more scrap. 5 more scrap, baby. Then we can build... Whoa! We got 10 special scrap and 43 champagne. That's incredible. Awesome. The special scrap is almost like not what I wanted because I kind of just want a better sounder to start. But the special scrap we'll use to create some really good items, so that'll be good. Come on, give me that. Ah, there we go. So that's 15 normal scrap, 10 nice scrap, 10 special scrap. That's not a bad haul. Let's take that back. We'll bring it back with the blimp that's going to have our quartz sand. Okay, we're bringing back some iron bars. How many was it? Whatever. Let's just bring back like 15. And there we go. Some quartz sand. There we go. That should be enough. All right, you're going to head back, and we'll make the special, cool, awesome sounder instead of our shitty, normie, ugly sounder. All right, respectfully, quartz sand person, you can pause now, though. We're doing enough. We're doing enough now. I'm pretty interested in taking another island here, actually, in the New World. We have enough influence to take one more in the New World and one more in Cape Trelawney. And I think I'm pretty interested in doing that, to be fair. All right, let's come in here. Let's grab 10 of these, 10 of these. Which island do I want? There's not a lot of great options with copper and zinc, eh? 3 zinc deposits, 2 zinc deposits. I mean, the advantage is they haven't discovered this place yet. Great fertility, which we have. Niter deposits, though, we don't have. Oh, whatever. It's a big island, sure. All right, we're collecting some concrete now. It's probably at the point where we can start building the actual railroad we need. So this first railroad is just going to kind of hug the coast and then go up in a straight line. So that's easy. There we go. So this is connected from one end of the oil refinery just down the coast to our harbor. So that's nice and easy. Now, you always want to double track everything so that the trains have options, right? When you're going from here to here and some power plants and some fuel stations, you want to make sure your trains have lots of options. And so coming in here and just adding a parallel track, I want everything to have a parallel track. Now, this one's harder because I don't want to follow it exactly, but I guess we'll just do that. And you can see how much steel we're churning through. It doesn't take much to just run out of steel entirely doing this. And there we go. So that's a parallel track all the way through. So you can kind of have 2 trains circulating. Let's start collecting the oil, everybody. What a big moment in Anno 1800 when you start collecting the oil. Now we need an oil harbor. That is going to send the trains. Our small oil harbor only has 3 trains it can send, but no problem. It's going to send a train just up one of the tracks. It's going to go through. And that's done. Now we just need to find a way to get the tracks from this harbor up to a power plant. I think it should be pretty easy, though, to be fair. I'm just going to move this block of homes over to where the farmers live now. I feel like we might need another pub and another marketplace just for coverage. I just want to make people happy, give them what they need. And then I don't think I actually need to move too much of this stuff because I'll have the power plant kind of come in right here. Oh, maybe right here is a good spot. When we hover over, we want to make sure the power plant is going to hit the harbor as well because we need a steam shipyard and the steam shipyard needs electricity. So yeah, maybe so is this going to show me where it hits? Yeah. So let's just see where it's going to hit. If I try and build a steam shipyard. Yeah, you want to kind of in the middle area, right where these artisans are. All right. We got a quest, though. Let's do that quest. Provided with 8 rum. Well, that's going to be easy because we're not using any of the rum we're bringing in at the moment because we have that item in, but I haven't actually stopped the rum from coming in. Oh, it's a garden. It's not a legendary item that I'd find useful. Just simply a garden. Cool. Thanks, man. So now I guess we're moving artisans out of the way. Oh, that's the tough part because you want to keep them in range. All right, that's fine. Well, these guys aren't even in range anyway, so I'll be okay. This destruction isn't going particularly well, but I think, though, we've made it. I think we've got our spot. I think we're going to put the power plant right here. That gives us a good directionality on all sides. So I think we're going to go right here with the power plant. Hell yeah. So that means we need to get some train tracks. So let's go straight across, straight down. You don't want to do nothing fancy here because it just takes up a lot of room. Beautiful. Straight across, straight down. We can now get oil from the harbor to the power plant quite easily. All these houses are going to have to move, but that's fine because I think we'll do engineer and artisan residences down here and then production up in this area. All right, we just need 25 concrete before we can upgrade that, so that's not a problem. We'll just wait for that. All right, we're going to settle this trading post here with 42 of our influence. Just take this island, which is great. Then we're going to go settle another one in the New World because the AI is settling in the New World pretty quickly, and I just want to make sure we have one more good island there just in case we need it. All right, so how much do we need for a slightly nicer echo sounder? What is the cost? So 5 iron, 10 quartz. That's good. I can remember that. Oh, we're so close actually to the nicest one if we had 20 nice scrap. We don't have 20 nice scrap yet though. And then what do we need for the extra virgin oily suckers? So we need a consistent supply. So brass, iron, gold. Oh, yeah, that's tough, eh? Even just the regular oily super sucker is pretty good, though. 2 hours at 2 to 1. Oh, now this is a good item. 5 iron, 5 steam motors. We could actually get this right now. And then you put it near some mountain mines, and it gives you copper and zinc, but only for 4 hours. That's the thing. It's a timed item. Interesting. Fascinating. All right, fair enough. So we could buy this costume designer, and this costume designer would process wool instead of cotton. That's a pretty big change for us, actually, and one that I think I welcome. I think I'm going to buy that. I think I just want to, when we have extra money, just collect items that might be helpful for us, right? Because wool is something we can get with farmers. Wool is something we can get easily. We don't have to get it in the New World. We can save the New World cotton for the bomb bins we'll need to make down there. Just something we're thinking about. Anyways, oil power plant, 25,000. So that's most of our money now because we just spent a lot of it on that costume designer. But we are finally going to get electricity in Cloverdale. Are you ready for this moment? There we go. We've got a power plant. Now we just got to connect it to some roads while it's getting the oil. Always a brick road with a power plant. There we go. And that's the range of our power plant. Anywhere highlighted in green. So it's perfect. We're going to get our shipyard here. That's amazing. All of this is gonna be done. That's awesome. So the next question is, we're short farm. How are we short 69 farmers? That's crazy. So what is the distance in this direction? Quite a bit. All right, so you can get quite a few engineers, quite a few production buildings. But there we go. The lights are on at the oil power plant. Incredible. Oh yeah, just no marketplace. That makes sense. Well, luckily for them, I can just move one. I'll keep this one there for now. Wait, did the marketplace and pub get destroyed? What happened here? Oh, I see. I moved them instead of copying them. Lamau. Well, that fixed that problem. Whoopsies. Sorry, farmers. That's my bad. That's all my bad. Whoopsies. That's fine. We have electricity, though, which is awesome. Now, I just want to highlight how electricity works, right? So if you take this flour mill, right, and you put it here where there's electricity, let's even go here where there's electricity. It is now operating at 200%. So you get double what you're making from this building. So there's two options. We can either just attach all of this to electricity and work it around and double our output, in which case we can just make more things, right? You still got to then double the farms and double the inputs as well. That's an option. Or we can cut this in half by attaching it to electricity and save on the workforce, save on the maintenance costs. That'll be the next episode, is going through all this and reworking this to make sure that everything is all good. So that was just an example, just a little cheeky look at what electricity does in a game of Anno 1800. All right, we're here. We are transmuting a sexy, new, and improved, slightly better echo sounder. Boom, echo sounder's in, so we can go in here. I'm actually just gonna, no. Trade the old one in for 20 grand and then some iron here. That's all good. What can I buy from you? Caoutchouc is nice to buy. Steam motors is really nice to buy. Increased chance of finding artifacts. All right, let's do an initial pull out of our new wayfinder here, and then we'll call it an episode. Oh, here we go. That extended range coming in handy. There we are. Look at that, baby. Hell yeah, brother. Diving spot discovered. Give me something good. This is the last thing of the episode. Nice scrap, maybe? Boom! 8 special scrap. Oh my god. Well, with that being said, we are going to call it there, everybody. Look at this. Look at this. Let's go back to Cloverdale, though. Let's go. We know where you want to see. You want to see the electricity functioning in Cloverdale. Hell yeah, brother. If you enjoyed this episode of Anno 1800, oh my goodness, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much. The next episode's a real banger. It's our first kind of beauty building episode. We need to redesign all of this now. We are going to get this out of the way. We're going to move some of it here. We got to move our farms around. We got to do a ton of stuff in the next episode, so that's going to be awesome. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like button, subscribe button. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.